from water, every living thing. Since ancient times, the life of Kuwait's people was associated with the sea, as it had been their source of livelihood. Seaports served as their connection to the rest of the world for trading, seafaring, and to bring water from Shatt al-Arab. After discovery of oil, our relationship with the sea greatly increased as the sea is being used for exporting oil and petroleum products to various countries across the world. Water desalination plants were also established using crude oil and its derivatives as source of energy. It is well known that water plays a significant part in oil industry where it is used for cooling and processing. Therefore, KNPC refineries use a large amount of seawater. Seawater is pumped to various units and heat exchangers to cool petroleum products, as well as the equipment. Part of this water is pumped to evaporation plants, where desalinated water is extracted, which in turn is used in the oil processing. However, the shortage in the desalinated water is compensated from the Ministry of Electricity and Water Network. Desalinated water from evaporators is sent to ion exchange units using catalytic materials to remove dissolved impurities. This ionized water is converted into boiler feed water in deaerators by stripping out dissolved gases using heat and steam. Then boiler feed water is fed to boilers to generate steam, which is being extensively used in various process units. During the refining process, water gets contaminated with organic and inorganic materials, which are harmful to health and environment. Such water, if it leaks, can contaminate the sea, which is the main source of drinking water for residents of the Gulf region. Moreover, these pollutants can damage the maritime environment as well as people's health. Therefore, when the refineries were built, there was insistence on introducing special units to treat effluent water to meet the measures and levels of impurities accepted by both the International and Kuwait Environment Public Authority. We will explain here the stages of wastewater treatment and ETF units in the 3 refineries, which were revamped and commissioned quite recently according to the most sophisticated technology at the cost of 60 million KD. Initially, wastewater is sent through underground pipelines from various units in the refinery to the CPI separator, where oil is separated from water via gravity and density difference. The wastewater from CPI separator is pumped to equalization tanks, where certain chemicals are added to control the pH before entering the dissolved air flotation system. Some other chemicals are also added before DAF to separate impurities. The dissolved air in the DAF helps the impurities to float, which are skimmed off mechanically. The DAF outlet water is sent to pre-aeration basin, where it is recharged with oxygen and then pumped to the biological treatment basins. The treatment basin contains a mixture of bacteria to perform various types of activities. These bacteria feeds on dissolved oil and organic material, removes harmful nitrogen compounds by converting them to environmentally friendly substance. Also, some bacteria convert sulfides to harmless compounds. The mixture from the pre-aeration basin flows to the clarifier, where the biosludge will be separated. Then, the treated water is filtered by sand filters and then saturated with oxygen before reusing or sending it to the sea. The bacteria used in this process needs to be monitored continuously by providing them with food and the right environment to grow and multiply. This will enable them to function effectively. Therefore, undesired, uncontrolled, or excessive draining of oil and other pollutants from the process units or other facilities like workshops and laboratories will lead to the death of slow-growing bacteria, and this will disrupt the operation of wastewater treatment plants. The proliferation of bacteria needs a long time, maybe weeks. Hence, any disturbance in the biological system may result in discharging the pollutants to the sea without proper treatment. This will cause violation to the company's regulations and the state's laws, leading to the imposition of penalties and sentences on those responsible for the damage. We must follow procedures and instructions issued by the company to control pollutants at source and communicate with ETF plant prior to any draining. We should adhere to unit draining procedure whenever draining is inevitable. Let's join hands together to protect our sea, which is our lifeline.